25 Natural Home Remedies for Insomnia Treatment in Adults. If there is one condition that has plagued me every day, or rather, every night for years on end, it's sleep. I was prescribed sleeping medication long-term, not a good idea, and suffered greatly for it. If I was having trouble sleeping before, it was now impossible to achieve, unless I took my medication. The truth is, we lose touch with sleep more and more every day. Technology, stress, energy drinks, stress, readily prescribed medications, and did I mention stress? All of those things contribute to sleeplessness, and I can almost guarantee everyone who reads this list will struggle with at least one of the above. Therefore, in this writing, HealthyCures.org recommends top 25 natural home remedies for insomnia treatment in adults to help you get rid of your terrible insomnia. If you want to stop insomnia and have sweet dreams, first of all, you should learn more about these 25 useful and natural treatment solutions as below. 25 Natural Home Remedies for Insomnia Treatment in Adults. 1. Nutmeg, milk and Indian gooseberry juice. The first remedy of popular home remedies for insomnia is nutmeg, that is known as a good natural sleep aid due to its sedative properties. You add a dash or 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg powder to a cup of lukewarm milk. You should drink it before bedtime. Alternatively, you can combine a little of nutmeg powder with 1 teaspoon of Indian gooseberry juice. You should have this 3 times per day. It is very good for your insomnia, depression, and indigestion. Another way is to add 1/4 teaspoon of fresh nutmeg to 1 cup of any fruit juice or warm water. 2. Cumin seeds. In addition to digestive aid, cumin, that is a popular spice, has been used to treat insomnia. Cumin oil also has a tranquilizing effect too. You can have a cumin tea in order to remove fatigue, insomnia, and tiredness. Firstly, you heat 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds with low temperature for about 5 seconds. Then you add 1 cup of water and boil the mixture. After turning off the heat, you add the mixture to an empty bottle and leave it for 5 minutes. Finally, you strain this mixture. You should drink the fresh cumin tea before bedtime. More simply, you mix a mashed banana with 1 teaspoon of cumin powder and eat it before bedtime. You can try to make the cumin powder. You grind cumin seeds into powder after dry roasting them. 3. A glass of warm milk and cinnamon powder. Milk is one of excellent home remedies for insomnia to relax your body and mind. Moreover, the tryptophan found in the milk promotes your sleep. You can mix 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder with a cup of warm milk. You should drink it roughly 1 hour before bedtime. Or you can add 1 teaspoon of honey in a glass of milk. Then you mix this mixture well and drink it before bedtime. This mixture works as a natural tranquilizer and tonic to prevent you from insomnia. You should try to add 1 teaspoon of aniseed in a half liter of milk. Next, you mix this mixture and heat it for about 15 minutes. Then you strain this into a cup. Now you drink the aniseed milk mixture when it is still hot to get a nice sleep. 4. Saffron and warm milk. The moderate sedative properties found in the saffron can help you treat insomnia. Firstly, you steep 2 strands of fresh saffron in a glass of warm milk. Before going to bed, you should drink it daily. 5. Fenugreek juice and honey. Another remedy of useful home remedies for insomnia you should know is fenugreek juice, that can reduce effectively your insomnia, dizziness, and anxiety. Firstly, you mix 1 teaspoon of honey with 2 teaspoons of juice extracted from fresh fenugreek leaves. You should drink it daily. 6. Bananas. Like the milk, bananas contain the tryptophan, an amino acid, which is very useful in beating insomnia and helps you raise serotonin levels. This regulates your sleep patterns. In addition, bananas contain some minerals like calcium, iron, potassium, and magnesium that are muscle relaxants. You should eat 1 banana roughly 30 minutes before you go to bed in order to increase your magnesium levels and relax your muscles. 7. Honey and apple cider vinegar. Honey promotes your sleep by raising your insulin and releasing serotonin, which is known as a brain chemical regulating sleep-wake cycles, and apple cider vinegar includes amino acid that rejects the fatigue. You should know that the low levels of the serotonin cause sleep disruption while high levels of it, on the other hand, are associated with wakefulness. So this remedy can help you reach the optimum mid-level of the serotonin which works for you. Mix 2 teaspoons of honey and 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar in a glass of lukewarm water. You should drink it before bedtime. You can make a tonic by mixing a cup of honey with 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. This tonic is very good for your sleep, so you should drink a tablespoon of this mixture with or without water daily. If you have a lot of time, you may dilute 2 teaspoons of honey in a glass of water to drink daily. 8. Drink tart cherry juice. A 1/2 cup to a 1 cup of tart cherry juice is a tasty way to drift off to sleep, and is a natural sleep aid that I personally think really helps. Tart cherry juice is a natural sleep aid because it's full of tryptophan. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid that covers to serotonin, which then covers to melatonin. Melatonin helps maintain our sleep and wake cycle by causing drowsiness and lowers body temperature, working with the central nervous system to sync our biological clock. Its production is inhibited by light, but released in low light, darkness. 9. Valerian. One of the excellent home remedies for insomnia is valerian, that is considered as a good medicinal herb with muscle relaxing and sedative properties. It helps increase the amount of gamma-aminobutyric acid that has a calming effect and can adjust the action process of nerve cells. The valerian is often brewed up a cup of tea. However, if you feel the smell too strong, you should change it to capsule form. Now, I give you the way to consume the valerian. Gather ingredients. 1/2 tsp of nutmeg and valerian root. 2 cups of hot water. Do this: firstly, you mix the nutmeg and valerian root in 2 cups of hot water. Next, you steep the mixture for 15 minutes. Then you strain and drink this tea. Remember that you should not use the method on a regular basis for a long time because it may cause heart problems. Simply, you should drink the valerian tea to get rid of insomnia. Another way you should try is to dilute 1/2 tsp of valerian tincture in fresh water and drink it. You had better have 3 times daily. 10. Consume melatonin in cherry. One of other home remedies for insomnia you should try is consuming cherries because of their melatonin that is so important chemical to your sleep. The tryptophan found in the cherries is metabolized into serotonin. After that, it changes finally to the melatonin. 11. Chamomile. Chamomile is not only the beautiful flower but also a reliable remedy for improving your sleep. It helps relax your muscles, and it also is a substance named apigenin which can bind to gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA, receptors. They affect to your sleepiness and central nervous system. Let's learn the way to consume chamomile. Gather ingredients: 1/4 cup of chamomile flowers. Honey, if you would like to add. Squeezed lemon juice, if you want to add. Milk, optional. How to make. Drinking a cup of fresh chamomile at a chilly night before bedtime is the most delightful. You had better use fresh flowers to have the best effect. However, you can use dried flowers if you do not have the fresh flowers. If you use the fresh flowers, you use only the stems and flower heads. Firstly, you add the flowers in your teapot. Next, you pour about 4 cups of water in the teapot and boil it. After a few minutes, you gently stir the chamomile tea and strain it. You also can add a little honey or a pinch of cinnamon or squeezed lemon juice if you would like. 12. Almond. One of the home remedies for insomnia you should try is consuming almond because it is also a rich source of magnesium and tryptophan which help relax your muscles and make you easily get natural sleep. Directions: firstly, you need a handful of almonds. You should eat this in the evening snacks or throughout the day. You should maintain this regularly to reduce your bad insomnia. 13. Oatmeal and flax seeds. Oats are plentiful in melatonin that is considered as a sleep-inviting hormone to get rid of insomnia. It is very good if you follow this below directions. You should add 2 tablespoons of flax seeds in your oatmeal at night. You mix the mixture well, and you should eat this mixture daily to get natural sleep. Or you can just consume only oatmeal every day to get rid of the sleep disorder. 14. Green tea. Like other home remedies for insomnia, green tea is an excellent ingredient to drift off to sleep well. It contains L-theanine, known as an amino acid that helps you beat anxiety interfering with your sleep. You can also use green tea to relax and reduce the stress levels, and get a nice sleep. You should drink green tea 5 hours before you go to bed daily to have the best effects. 15. Lavender aromatherapy. Lavender has mild sedative properties which help you sleep faster and more soundly. Firstly, you take lotions to bath salts containing lavender and anything like essential oil, coconut oil, or olive oil and so on. Then you apply this to your body and gently massage. If you want to get better sleep, you should do this regularly. You can use other essential oils you like to make you sleep better. 16. Feng Shui. Feng Shui is more than just decorating your space in a visually appealing way. It's a full philosophy that instructs on how to arrange your room, furniture, office, etc. to maximize good energy flow throughout living spaces. Here are a few tips for improving the feng shui of your bedroom to help you get the most of a good night's rest. Keep your bed easily accessible and approachable from all sides. Make the energy in the room fresh and help it flow by keeping the air pure, preferably with open windows. Also try to have several windows to allow in natural light. Have the bed positioned in such a way that you can see the door. Not being able to see the entrance to your bedroom can create a feeling of anxiety. Keep the room neat and clean with a balanced look and feel. Clutter and trash stresses you out and represents unfinished business, which can prevent you from really resting well in your room. On that note, it can also affect your sex life. 17. Music therapy. Music is one of home remedies for insomnia you certainly like the most. Music helps you relax and get rid of stress in your life. You should listen to your favorite songs for 45 minutes before bedtime. The steady and slow music such as soft jazz or classical are more preferred. You should do this every day. 18. Lemon balm. Another remedy you should know is lemon balm that is used to treat effectively anything from snake bites to asthma. Now, it is used to primarily promote relaxation, calmness and lift mood. As you know, the depression is related to your insomnia because you lack the serotonin. The lemon balm can prevent you from this and promote your physical and mental health, and your sleep. Here is the way to make it into relaxing tea. Gather ingredients: honey, 2 teaspoons of dried chamomile, 8 to 10 tablespoons of fresh lemon balm or 2 tablespoons of dried lemon balm, 8 ounces of fresh water. How to make: firstly, you mix the chamomile with the lemon balm into a cup of boiling water. Then you steep it for 5 minutes and strain it. You should drink it about 30 to 45 minutes before going to bed. 19. St. John's wort. Like the other home remedies for insomnia, many people use St. John's wort frequently to reduce the depression. The high price presenting in it helps lift the level of serotonin in your brain. You have more serotonin, you have more melatonin. It means that you have better sleep. You can make it into useful tea as a sleep aid. Gather ingredients: lemon or honey, optional, 2 teaspoons of dried flower, St. John's wort, 8 ounces of boiled water. How to make: add this herb in a cup of boiling water. Next, steep for 5–10 minutes and strain it. You should drink this tea once daily in the morning or 30–45 minutes before bedtime. 20. Catnip. One of home remedies for insomnia as well as a member of the large mint family is catnip. The catnip has nepentolactone properties which help you be drowsy, relax, and ready for bed. You can enjoy a warm tea of catnip with a little of honey before you go to bed. Gather ingredients: honey, optional, 8 ounces of boiling water, 3 to 4 teaspoons of fresh catnip or 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried catnip. How to make: firstly, you add catnip into a cup of boiling water. Then, you steep it for about 10 minutes, and strain it. You can add a little of honey to taste well. You should drink this 30 minutes before going to bed. 21. Get acupuncture. Acupuncture is one of the main components in traditional Chinese medicine, TMC, and one of the oldest healing practices in the world. It is thought that stimulating specific points corrects the balance of energy or the life force by opening up channels called meridians, which close off when stress inflames and contracts vessels. The thin needles, upon insertion, open up these blocked channels and allow your brain to better understand that it's time to go to sleep. It also signals the release of neuroendocrine chemicals, like tryptophan, melatonin, to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. 22. Get more melatonin. This chemical is oh so important to sleep, but our body needs outside sources to get it. While it can be taken as a natural supplement in pill form, here are some foods that will help boost production. Cherries, not too hard to guess since cherry juice was one of the first things listed, but they also contain tryptophan, which is metabolized into serotonin and finally melatonin. Bananas. I remember before a solo I had to do in band class, my teacher told me to eat a banana 30 minutes beforehand, because they helped calm you down. I think it must have done something because my solo got an honorable mention, and I never do well performing under pressure. Bananas contain tryptophan, and potassium and magnesium as well, which are muscle relaxants. Have one or half an hour before bed every night and up your magnesium levels while simultaneously relaxing your muscles. 23. Exercise. Exercise on a regular basis, and you will sleep better. Not only will you sleep better, but you'll have more energy when you're awakened, not just because you slept better, but because exercise has a weird way of helping us go to sleep and giving us more energy. For this reason, don't work out right before bed, or you'll likely end up more awake. 24. Magnificent magnesium. Magnesium is one of the most vital minerals, and yet most of us are lacking it. You can thank increasingly poor diets for this one. Magnesium plays a huge role in the functioning of GABA receptors, which is the primary neurotransmitter that calms your central nervous system, relaxes you, and can help prepare you for sleep. GABA won't necessarily make you drift off to sleep magically, but you can be pretty sure you're going to have a hard time sleeping without it. While the best way to up magnesium is to eat a balanced diet, taking supplements can greatly help. You will need magnesium supplement. Directions. Follow the directions for dosing. 25. Change your habits. To get rid of the terrible sleep disorder, you need to say goodbye your bad habits immediately. Here are some small but effective tips you should read. You should limit your alcohol and caffeine, no coffee afternoon, because they may lead to sleeplessness when they occupy more quantity. If your bed is too soft or hard, your sleep may be disrupted. Therefore, the best environment for your sleep is quiet, comfortable, dark, and cool room. Make sure that you use your bedroom for sleep or sex, not for other things such as eating foods or working with your laptop. You should switch off your mobile phone, laptop, or tablet when you go to bed because they will release the blue wavelength suppressing the productions of melatonin, which leads to your insomnia. You should do exercise like yoga, aerobic, or even meditation before 4 or 5 hours of bedtime. This makes your body relax and your mind calm to get a perfect sleep. You usually get up late in weekends, don't you? It's time to remove this habit. You should sleep in regular time to get a natural sleep. Like the music, bedtime stories are a good method making you sleepy. You should choose the familiar story with you so that your mind will be relaxing without distracting your attention. You should turn white noise machine which produces low-level soothing noise to help you solve insomnia. You should take a shower with hot water 2 hours before you go to bed, which relaxes your body and reduces the stress. You can add 2 cups of Epsom salt into hot water and soak for 15 to 20 minutes before bedtime. Write down a plan for your future or your feeling today to get rid of stress, so that your mind is ready to sleep without any anxiety or worries about your problem. The light gives a signal to your brain to wake up, so you need to eliminate the light effect while you are sleeping to have a good sleep. You should eat the foods containing calcium and magnesium that are effective sleep aids helps fall asleep quickly. According to your requirement, you may choose the suitable pillow like a flat or double or single to get better sleep. If you drink a lot of water for few hours before bedtime, you may wake up because of urine, so you should avoid drinking too much liquid 3-4 hours before you go to bed. It is very good to write a sleep journal to follow what makes you sleep difficultly or what makes you fall asleep easily. Therefore, you can check the activities or foods that disrupt your sleep. Finally, note that taking naps during daytime causes the sleeplessness at the night,